Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
What is up?
Yo, boys.
Gentlemen.
Hey.
You got something for this? Who's got a bit?
Top 5 Gilbert matches.
Oh boy.
It'll all make sense in the cold in the end credit scene.
I just saw very random that Stephen Colbert is that's the Late Show. Stephen Colbert is retiring. It's going to be canceled
Oh.
next year.
Canceled? Or
Yeah.
are they just getting a new host?
CBS will cancel. This is in the Times, New York Times. CBS will cancel the Late Show with Stephen Colbert next year, retiring a franchise that lasted more than 3 decades.
Oh, okay.
Just no more Late Show.
So, yeah, they're fully retiring the Late Show. So then do we do the Late Show next year?
Yeah, I guess we do.
Wow, dang, yeah.
There's shows that I'm like, will they outlast this podcast?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I never would have thought about it, but I would have said The Late Show.
The Late Show, yeah?
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
Any sort of late night show.
One Piece. We'll never
Okay.
see the end of that.
The Simpsons?
The Simpsons,
I was
Family
thinking
Guy.
about The Simpsons the other day. I was like,
Mhm.
do you think we're going to podcast long enough to watch First and Last The Simpsons?
Mm-hmm. Apparently they did an episode this season that was like a parody finale episode.
Mm-hmm.
And there was part of me that was like, we should have just done that episode as the last episode.
Yeah.
Because it's probably going to be better than whatever actual finale they end up having 50 years from now.
Yeah, 100%.
Will The Simpsons outlive me?
We'll all be dead.
Yeah, we'll all be dead. And
I'll
the
be
Simpsons
dead.
just carry on. Bart Simpson's still 10 years old. A century from now.
Oh man.
World War IV is just concluded, but Bart Simpson's still running around.
You think there'll still be electricity then and stuff?
It's not It's that
No.
we haven't done that show yet. There's a show that they turn off all the electricity.
Have we not done that show?
Revolution?
I think we did that show.
No.
I think that sounds really familiar.
Did we do that show?
I think so.
We probably did that show.
Because I think that's the one where the day that it happens, all the planes start falling out of the sky.
Oh yeah, we did do that show. And then we were trying to figure out is that what a plane falling out of
I
the sky?
emailed my pilot
yep.
neighbor and he gave me the whole rundown about why that wouldn't happen.
Well, because they were just spiraling down.
Yeah, just
right?
spiraling out of the sky. But in reality, it's if you're already in flight, it would just be a glider at that point if everything had purely shut down.
Yeah,
Sure.
if just it's the electricity shut off the plane,
Mm-hmm.
and then something stopped all of the plane's momentum and gave it a little twist,
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
and then it spiraled to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen that show.
So we've done it.
Yep.
Haven't done The Simpsons though.
No. What are you guys watching? Anything?
I just finished Detroiters,
Oh, yeah.
Wow, dang, nice.
and
When you did finish it, did you watch the last episode again? Or
No, I'm saying I finished it by having not watched the last episode, but I could see myself watching the last episode tonight.
Sure. Just to see if it hits different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The second to last one that we did was when they land Caesar's Pizza, Little Caesars.
Ooh, as a client? Nice.
Yeah.
Hot and ready. You can't beat hot and ready. That's, I mean,
It's the best.
that makes me want a Little Caesars pizza right now.
I feel like
cold and late. What do you want?
I feel like I spent a lot of my later 20s, mid 30s thinking like Little Caesars is shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then peppered in that decade of 25 to 35. I had Little Caesars probably 3 times.
Hmm?
And every single time it slapped so hard.
It was hot and ready.
It was hot
fucking-
and ready. It was.
Should I cancel this pizza order and see?
Yeah,
if we
Jimmy
can-
orders regular dumb pizza.
Real people pizza. It's, it's what you pay for, but also
True.
a $5 pizza is still sauce and cheese and bread.
Yeah.
Honestly, a $5 pizza doesn't necessarily need to be even as good as Little Caesars is.
True.
And it's really good.
I'm just saying, a little MSG goes a long way.
Oh,
And
this reminds me.
MSG, by the way, is that was just like that was like the satanic panic of salt back in the day.
Yes, for sure was.
Because MSG
The
is
Y2K of salt.
MSG is categorized under the exact same like death level as salt.
Yeah.
Like they're like it's the same. It's actually I think it's technically a better for you.
It's just super
In a way.
powered.
You just don't. I mean, just like you shouldn't eat shit tons of salt. It's gonna destroy your heart. You shouldn't eat shit tons of it, or really anything. Yeah. Hey, so Joe.
Yeah, which all of those bad things are in Little Caesars Pizza, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should not.
Little Caesars
Little
is
Caesar.
terrible for you.
Well, you
for
should
sure.
eat pizza for every meal. It doesn't matter where it comes from. So speaking of pizza, and I think I already asked you about this, Joe, but the Marvel show Ironheart, which I'm sure you will not probably ever watch.
No.
It's entirely like they try to make it like a Friends or whatever, where like one of the characters is that it's Chicago.
One of the
right?
friends is Rachel, and
One
the
of
other
the
one is Ross.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're like New York is like a big piece of it. It's probably only a thing if you're actually from New York. It's not. I feel like they don't. It's forced.
Okay.
But anyway, I listened to a podcast recently after I finished it, and some Chicagoan like hardcore comic booker person was, I think, actually like for the show that in the show they don't eat. They're eating a pizza at one point, but it's not, or a couple times, but it's not deep dish.
Okay.
It's like tavern, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like the people there
Square cut,
don't
tavern pizza.
actually eat like deep dish pizza that often.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You can't eat deep
That
dish
blows my
pizza
mind.
that often.
It's yes, that is accurate. First, like disclaimer, I am not a Chicagoan
Sure.
and would never claim to be. I'm from the Chicago suburbs. I'm from the Chicagoland area,
Sure.
but close enough to dabble in the pizzas.
You know.
Joe's from Chicago and he thinks he's better than you.
Yeah, when I get Chicago pilled every now and then, and I get really excited about the Bears and like CM Punk or something, but like I'm a faker at most.
Other than that.
Fucking loves Lake Michigan.
I love it. Best of the Great Lakes. Top 5 Great Lakes.
Nice.
Yes, deep dish pizza. While I do love deep dish pizza, I recognize that it's a different thing. And in my household growing up, it wasn't an every time we get pizza thing. Like that's a common misconception of like Chicagoans or Chicagoland area people that like, oh, they think deep dish is what pizza is. It's like, no, we have pizza. Like we know that deep dish is a weird thing.
We
but
have
like
Little Caesars.
Yeah, we have Little Caesars. So like at my house growing up, it was like we're getting Taylor Street, which is just like a local shop that does, tavern style square cut. We're getting that maybe 3 out of 4 times, but then that 4th time we're getting Lou Malnati's deep dish. And that's like a special thing. I mean, not special in terms of like it's a special occasions we get Lou Malnati's, but it's like we're getting deep dish. Like we're not getting
like
pizza. We're getting deep dish.
1 out of 5 times we're getting deep dish. But I heard, Joe, that 5 out of 5 times people from Schaumburg get deep dish. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I'm
they always say
just trying to throw shade to
just
like
deep dish all the
one
time.
of the only northern suburbs that I know.
And by the way, Lou Malnati is my favorite deep dish spot. Does have a tavern style pizza as well. That would be when you order for pickup and then you're just like waiting in the lobby to like pick up your deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
They'll just have a like tavern style pizza just like cut up so you can just like have a little snack while
just
you're
give a
waiting.
little snack while you wait for pizza?
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah,
yeah,
that
dude.
was my favorite part about being the child being sent into the restaurant to pick up the pizza. Like,
Man.
that's fine. I'll do it as long as I get to eat the little squares of pizza while I'm waiting.
Man, if I was like a pizza place and I was like, how do I not have to pay anybody to ever deliver pizza? I'm just going to have 1 or 2 pizzas out.
Yeah,
hanging
just
out.
have them
just
out
a
while people
loose
walk
pizza.
in.
So then
out.
everyone knows that if they come and pick their pizza up, they get a little slice.
You get a little snack.
Damn. That's
pretty-
genius.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I ever told my parents about that. I think it was just like my little treat.
Because because as like a kid, you
Wow.
were sent in.
Yeah, as a kid, I like we're driving. I'm sent in. This was something that was like Claire was also like shocked about, which I don't think is that weird of a thing, but maybe it is that like when we would order food, whether it's Little Caesars or Lou Malnati's or whatever, it's
Yep.
like my parents would order the food and like put it under their name. So like my mom's name is Amelia and would order a pizza under Amy, and then drive me and then have me pick it up. And I'd walk into the store. I'd be like, 3 pizzas for Amy, please. And they'd be like, okay, 6-year-old kid, here's your pizzas.
Okay. We thought a mid-20s white girl was gonna walk in, and a 12-year-old Filipino boy showed up.
You sure you're not stealing these pizzas, kid? And I'm just like, it's fine. I'm just like eating the lobby pizza.
What part of that is Claire think is crazy? The fact that she was like Amy, and they trusted that you were picking Amy's food up, or that like your parents would just send you in alone. Because I feel like kind of both of them are at Claire. Like,
yeah,
what?
I think it's
Sure.
more that like my parents would send me in with the responsibility of like paying for the pizza in cash and then taking it out, and also having to be like, yeah, that's my mom.
I feel like that's
I think we don't do that enough. I think my 3-year-old is about to start picking up my errands.
Noah's about to walk into a pizzeria and go, "My name's Michelle. My name's Dr. Michelle."
Where's my pizza?
Where's
my lobby
I feel like
pizza?
that's like totally fine, totally normal,
Mm-hmm.
especially like when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, not now.
Yeah, and I would never put my kid
The
in
world
a
is a
pizzeria
hellmouth.
alone.
The world's a hellscape.
No, I think it would be fine now too if you're just sitting in a car outside of the pizza. You're like, most likely it has just a bunch of windows. You could just see your child standing in there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And he's gonna give a kid no one's gonna like just shortchange your kid money.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they did, it's like, what's the pizza, $35, and you gave a kid $40 kind of thing. And then also the kid, like, did you think that was really cool that you got to do that?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you didn't?
I was just like,
never mind.
why do I have to go talk to the people?
I thought.
Why can't you just go pick up my pizza?
I thought for some kids,
But you
Joe,
did get lobby pizza.
I did get yes for that one spot. I got the lobby pizza and I was okay with it.
You were okay with that one spot then?
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Okay.
So there was a treat for you there. I think some other kids will just be, some kids like 8 to 12 would be like,
I get a responsibility.
excited to be
responsible
responsible for something that is 0 stakes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, because like literally the worst thing that happens is you pay for the pizza and you walk out and you drop it on the ground.
Yeah.
And then the pizzeria probably goes, "We'll make you a new one."
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like 0 stakes.
True.
So, but I'm proud of you, Joe.
Cool. You're gonna send me to pick up a pizza next.
Fucking A, I
Just
wish.
Drive me over there.
If I order a
Tell 'em
pizza, if I ever order a pizza for pickup, can I text you and say, "Joe, could you go pick this
Come
pizza?"
pick you up.
Pizza's gonna be ready in 20 minutes.
Could you, Joe? If I order a pizza for pickup
Mm-hmm.
and I text you, can I say, "Joe, I'm about to come pick you up," and I'll come to your house,
Yeah.
pick you up, drive you to the pizza place,
Yeah.
so you can go inside and get the pizza for
Just
me,
tell them it's for Josh.
and then I'm gonna drive straight home, and you have to figure out how to get home.
From the pizza place?
No, from my house.
From your house.
Joe can come
Yeah.
over to my house, but
It's my choice at that point if I want to stay at the pizza place or go home with Josh.
yeah.
Try to get in on some of
As
that
long
pizza.
as the pizza reaches my car and then it becomes my possession, Joe can do whatever he wants after that.
I'm getting so hungry now. Can we move on?
We haven't
I'm-
even talked about the show yet.
I'm
Oh my
sorry,
God.
we can move on. Joe, this is not your premier pizza podcast.
Yeah.
Should be.
Could be.
Could be.
But it could be. But
Mhm.
since
Patreon.
but it's not currently. What kind of podcast is this, Joe?
We will review a TV show, one TV show per week. We analyze it based on the merits of its first and last episode. In between, I just was deciding if that was it, because that was, to me, that felt really clean.
He's done this 408 other times. Just
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that I've veered off track, that's it. That's
it.
I'm not
That's
even
the
gonna,
show.
I'm not even going to go back and talk about the predictions.
First and last.
figure-
Everybody knows the rules.
You'll figure it out along
You'll
the way.
figure it out
listeners.
when we get there. Yeah. I picked the show this week, and I picked one that I'm really excited about. You should know, listeners, that when we do this, One person picks the show, the other two don't really know what we're doing. So even though you can see the show on the title, like you know what show we're doing, but these two guys don't know.
That's a good call. We don't explain that probably enough.
Mm-hmm.
There was one time where I was really excited for like one or two shows because I like did like a game, I think, one time.
Okay.
And I like for the first week the podcast was named something differently.
Oh yeah.
So nobody
I remember
knew
that.
what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be curious.
You changed that after the fact.
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what show it was, but I changed it. It was like episode like 10. Listeners, do you want to know what show it is? I mean, they got to,
Let
right?
us know.
Yeah, no. Let us know.
Let us know if you want to know.
At FNL
The
Podcast
internet
on
wants to
Gmail,
know.
Twitter.
So I'll tease it out a little bit. This is a TV show that was very popular, but we've never really, at least to my memory, we've never really talked about doing it for this show. And it launched several careers of like several famous actors that became big from the show. It launched a movie franchise. It was just like the biggest thing pretty much immediately after the premiere. And then, even still like today, the famous people from the show are still relevant or
Give
famous.
us like a decade.
The show
'Cause I have no clue
had
right now.
premiered on October 1st, 2000, and ran for 3 seasons until August 12th, 2001. So short-lived show, but has a long tail. After the show ended in 2001, they had 4 movies. The first movie came out in 2002. The most recent movie came out in 2022, I think.
So it's in a way, as far as movies goes, it's still like an active franchise.
What?
They might make another one of these movies.
Was there a Wet Hot American Summer show?
Yes.
What is this?
There was, by the way.
There was?
Yes.
Oh,
it was
shit.
it was a Netflix only show.
The other clues I would give was this is an MTV show.
Oh. What?
And
Is it a
because I know you still
reality
have
show?
Peacock right now, so we're
Yeah.
doing MTV shows.
Nice.
Well, no, Paramount Plus.
Oh, Paramount Plus.
Yep,
That's what I
yep.
meant. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I watched some Jersey Shore smut this
Mhm.
weekend.
This is
I also watched one episode of The Golden Girls because it came on automatically
Hell
after.
Okay.
yeah, dude.
This is from Hulu, but sorry,
Now
Joe,
we're
to cut you off. But
talking.
we watched the latest episode of MasterChef, and then immediately after that, the latest episode in the line. Since we watched Golden Girls on this podcast, Hulu only wants me to watch Golden Girls after whatever I'm done watching.
That was a long time ago.
I know. And finally, we let it happen, and we watched the next episode of the Golden Girls. Fire.
Just like episode 2.
Fucking fire, dude. I don't know. I don't remember what episode it was. It was hilarious. It was the episode that Blanche is engaged to like a dude for a day.
Okay.
this-
MTV show.
on the
Man.
topic of smut. This show is pure distilled smut.
Distilled.
There's no redeeming quality to the show. It is pure trash, smut, scat. Even like it is disgusting.
It like a Housewives show?
No,
No, those aren't MTV.
That's not MTV. What the
MTV gross
Can you
launched a bunch of careers.
Can you do one thing? Is it reality or not reality?
Non-scripted.
So like
yeah.
Orange County or whatever. What's that? No, what is it?
I would say
that's OC. Not
I would
the
say
OC.
those shows, the like Housewives of whatever, or even like the Osbournes or the Kardashians, those are more scripted than this show. This is purely like we set up a scenario, and we were just seeing these people.
That
Man.
didn't start until 2000.
That seems too late because I want to be like Road Rules.
Yeah, it's not Road Rules.
What other clue can I give?
What was the other one? There was another one like Road Rules though. Later, is Flava Flav involved?
But there's.
Is this not the Tom Green show? But this is my
We're getting
show?
closer. We're getting closer.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Smuttier than Tom Green.
Smuttier than Tom Green.
Yeah, there's
There's never
People-
been such a thing.
famous people from the show have passed away since then.
It's fucking Jackass.
It's Jackass.
It's fucking
Oh
Jackass.
my god! How have
It's
we?
fucking Jackass.
Hey. how did we not get that? But also, how have we not done Jackass?
Right. I feel like we've never even like talked about this show really.
That's intense. There was one in 2022.
Jackass 4,
People
right?
are alive.
Jackass Forever. Yeah.
Forever. Yeah.
Forever.
Forever.
And they
Holy
introduced new people.
Mm-hmm.
Like a younger clan, and I don't think they had like they don't have a show or anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering what they're gonna do with that.
The
The minute you said people passed away, I was like, Ryan Dunn.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the same thing. I
R.I.P.
should have known. Who else? Has anyone else passed away yet?
I'm not sure. I think that's
Bam.
the big one.
Nah,
Bam.
dog.
Is
Nah,
Bam
dog.
dead?
That's the thing,
Danger
man.
Aaron's running strong.
Okay.
Jackass was a show that ran for 3 seasons from 2000 to 2001. If you've never seen it, somehow you might recognize names like Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, Chris Pontius, and Steve-O. It's a bunch of 20-something dudes doing stunts and pranks and skits, and it's mostly to like themselves are the target for pain.
They do say something.
Mostly.
I saw an interview with Johnny
And their
Knoxville or
crew.
something one
Mhm.
time, and he was like, the thing that made a difference between quote unquote other prank shows
Mhm.
kind of thing was like the butt of the prank was supposed to always be them,
Yeah.
and they weren't trying to harass people walking down the street.
Yeah.
and shit.
The
do
joke isn't
appreciate
on the
that.
people walking down the street.
Yeah.
The joke is on them. So yeah, this was kind of a phenomenon that came out in 2000. It was a huge hit right away. They did 3 seasons, and then they were kind of burnt out, but also a little bit frustrated with the like standards and practices at MTV. So they'd taken a little
Stuff they couldn't show.
stuff that they couldn't do. And so they took a little break, and then
That is tough because they started pretty hot out of the
Yes.
gate. So to continue a show
Mhm.
for 3 years and try to like ramp up.
Yeah.
There's
it's
nowhere
gotta
to
be bigger and
go.
better, right? Yeah. So then they started doing the movies. The first movie came out in 2002. Jackass number 2 came out in 2006. Jackass 3D came out in 2010. And then Jackass Forever came out in 2022.
I think 3D is where I bailed out. I don't think I saw 3D.
I've seen them all.
Oh,
Nice.
I've seen
Nice.
them all multiple times each.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I will say like the first like the Jackass movie is like it's pretty amazing. I understand
Yeah.
if Jackass isn't your flavor, but like if it is, like the Jackass movie, they take the budget they have and the not on TV anymore aspect of it, and they really take advantage of it. It's great. I have an opinion. A lot of people think that Jackass 3 is the best one, but for me,
Which was the one with the shopping cart intro?
that might be 3. I don't remember.
I don't know if I can pick a favorite. So
I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. They kind of bleed together. But for me, like Jackass 1 is like amazing. Jackass 2 is like, well, should we just go do that again?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jackass 3 is like, it's now we've gone past, and now it's a little bit sad. There's a little bit of an element of, at least when I watched Jackass 3, that like, fuck, these guys are kind of fucked up now and a little bit tired, like whether just like fucked up on drugs or just fucked up on the fame. But whereas like Jackass 2 is still just like, we're just young guys having fun. And the weird thing is, at the end of Jackass 2, the finale of Jackass 2 is a musical number with stunts in it. But the musical number is, and I think this song is from an old-timey musical, but the song is the best of times are now, but for tomorrow, who knows? And it's just like, you're seeing these people sing the song, and they're just like at the height of their like fame and happiness. And then you look at them and you're just like, man, by the next movie, that guy's fucked up. That guy's fucked up. In a few years, that guy's dead. Like,
Yeah.
it just feels like Jackass 2 2006 is
real.
like the peak of their life, and then by
Sure.
2010 it's on the way down. But like then you get to Jackass Forever, and you get to see, now Johnny Knoxville has got like gray hair, but he's alive and like seemingly happy. So you're just like, well, great, good
Yeah.
for him. Like Steve-O's still alive. Like,
How is
great.
Steve-O still alive?
Yes, that's the guy that you would expect to be dead by now. But like,
Man.
getting clean
He is
of drugs does a lot
tattoo
for your
Is it from
longevity.
the show or the movie that he got a tattoo of himself on his back?
I feel like he showed up for the first movie, like he had that on his back or something. It's like wasn't even for the show. It's just like, hey, look what I did.
All right.
Steve does a lot of things for a lot of things.
Yeah,
Just because.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember when Steve-O like got arrested because he was like protesting like SeaWorld or something like that with like a blow up Shamu on like a
I buy it.
crane?
I mean, yeah, it was fucked up times.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like this show, weirdly enough, for being like a dumb bunch of people doing stunts, fucking stupid stunts and shit like that, this show has like so much lore.
Yeah. I
Like-
mean, just so many people involved, so many spin-offs and things.
And like we won't probably get into half of it, obviously, but
Mhm.
I just remember there's like a interview with Johnny Knoxville about like when he was like trying to be on what's the magazine,
Big Brother.
Big Brother, and he like got like a bulletproof vest and shot himself
Oh,
with
yeah.
a real gun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, and they like, filmed it, but it was like for the magazine Big Brother.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
The-
I remember him doing like the like rubber bullets or whatever. Isn't
Mhm.
that? Doesn't he do that?
Oh yeah,
He
but
did,
that's
like,
in
paintball.
That's in
Yeah.
Jackass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for Jackass.
The deep origins of the Jackass is like there's Johnny Knoxville and his crew that were shooting these like stunt videos for the skating magazine Big Brother. And then they got in touch with this producer Jeff Tremaine and started, shopping this like video series around to different like cable networks. But then they also saw this video that this guy Bam Margera from across the country
Nice.
was shooting with him and his like dumbass skater crew, which was more like pranks and skate videos.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just like, hey, what if we took like your guys' skater stuff and our guys' like, tasing ourselves stuff
Antics,
and
just mash them.
yeah, and kind of mashed this together and made a show out of it. The kind of third piece was Steve-O was like working as a clown in Florida apparently and was just doing like
Yeah, because Steve-O went to clown college.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This place is like weird lore.
Yeah,
Steve-O
yeah.
went to actual clown college.
And so it was just like those three elements of like Johnny Knoxville and his guys, Bam Margera and his guys, and then Steve-O, and then we'll make a show of all these bros
And then
doing
Steve-O
stunts.
and Pontius.
Yeah, essentially.
Random.
Yeah.
We're gonna have so much to talk about anyway after
Yeah.
this. So
Yeah.
why don't we get into the first episode? Debuted October 1st, 2000, and it's called Poo Cocktail.
Oh God.
So let's eat this pizza, and we'll be back after that.
God.
And we're back. We're done with Poo Cocktail, the first episode of Jackass. I don't. You got a write up?
So here's the thing.
What do we-
It's really just a list of all of the like stunts,
Is it all of them?
pranks.
Is it like
essentially? I mean, it's like what I took notes of, and because if you pull up like IMDb, it's just like some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we start with Johnny Coxville,
Nice.
Johnny with a boner, a fake boner, doing shenanigans. Bam. Do you want me, so should I just read them all?
Maybe you just say them and we'll just. Well, how about we do this? How does everyone? What was everyone's thoughts? Let's just go overview.
Pro
thoughts.
boner.
No, not not necessarily on that. Clearly we're all pro boner.
Sure.
But let's do thoughts on Jackass episode 1 in general.
Okay.
And then maybe we just go through every skit one by one.
Okay.
And then we do predictions. Does that work?
Sure.
Joe, what'd you think?
I mean, enjoyed it very much. I'm stumbling a lot here, but I guess what I'm saying is I expected it to be very different from other TV shows we've done, but it's very similar in ways where it's like the characters aren't fully fleshed out yet. It's giving you an idea
true.
of like what the idea is, but they still haven't quite figured out how to do this thing yet. You could see some semblances there of like, oh yeah, all the characters are here, but they're not quite yet what we know them to be. And they haven't quite figured out what this thing should be yet. It's interesting to see that in like a reality-ish show like this, but it still does evolve. They evolve into their characters over the seasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do we know, like, if this was like a pilot? Like, watching this, like, there were like almost none of the big like characters were in scenes together. Like, you never, like, was this just a bunch of footage that Bam filmed and then a bunch of footage that Johnny's team filmed and slapped them together? Because after you explaining that, Joe, and the intro, like, that's kind of what it felt like.
That is what it felt like. It felt like that, like, most of the bits in this episode were bits that they had previously filmed.
Yeah.
And then, like, maybe the last bit, the
Pooh,
the closing, headlining.
Some of the more expensive things.
Yeah, maybe the like headlining stunt. Maybe that's something they did with MTV. But the rest of it feels like just footage that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they all kind of like had their own cameras and they were just doing things.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve-O was in this once, and he wrapped his mouth around a glass and took a shot without hands.
Yeah.
Which is like a Steve-O thing for sure. But like,
Classic.
That's it for Steve-O?
Yeah. Didn't say a word. Also didn't hear a word. I think the only real words we heard were Johnny and like Chris Pontius.
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 Chris Pontius Pilot.
Chris Pontius Pilot. And we heard maybe a little bit from Dave England on his bit.
We heard Bam Margera make weird noises on the golf course.
That's true. We heard some screaming that was probably picked up from whatever camcorder the person was in the woods or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting that like, yeah, it's like one of those like, there's things that when I think about Jackass like didn't happen in this episode. Like, I feel like title cards for basically everything for the most part weren't a thing. They didn't just say like, Johnny Coxville, which would have been a great title card, or like whatever they would have
a couple,
whatever
right?
they would have called. No, we had one.
We just had one.
I think we only had Poo Cocktail as a title card.
Huh?
Like a black screen with the white words. The Pontius in the back of the car kind of thing. Like I would have those bigger ones. I would assume would have gotten a little fanfare, just a slight little intro. They didn't. There was a lot of little things which are kind of fun around the whole thing, and it took a really long time for us to see some of the major players like Ryan Dunn and Steve-O was only in it once, and
Dunn was only in it for a hot second.
Yeah, he was only in like the mid tier for maybe one or two things.
They showed his name across the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did show titles for people's names, not everyone's.
Yeah. And they didn't do like a thing. They do some of the things when I think of Jackass. I'm like, oh, my name's Steve-O, and this is the flying drop kick.
Yeah, they name the skits or they name the stunts. They hadn't really had that yet this episode.
Haven't really had stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting because I'm like, oh, cool. Is this in the last episode that we're gonna watch coming up, or the things that I think about that I like apparently took for granted for Jackass? Gonna kind of like show up. So, but anyway, I mean, it was still all classic Jackass. So
for sure,
8 out of 10 for sure.
For sure, it did feel like there were some things just randomly thrown in there, like some really quick things of like Bam doing something weird,
like
and
Bam
then
just like slamming his head against a hotel bed.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Because that did not even look like it's a mattress. Like, I mean, it was maybe like what do you call that under the beds, the box spring?
The box spring.
So he probably hit like a spring pretty hard, but it's still like it's made to spring.
Well, but is it made to spring your head, Jimmy?
I suppose.
Yeah,
not.
a lot of like real short bits.
Mm-hmm.
There was one where it was just like Bam Margera like tumbling down a hill that was on like a golf course, just interrupting some golfers.
Yep.
And then he kind of just like fluttered away, and that was a 20-second bit.
Mm-hmm. This episode was kind of like contrary, Joe, to what we kind of said right at the beginning, where, well, and we've heard like Johnny Knoxville and other people say it, that like Jackass isn't really like a joke against people, it's a joke against them, kind of thing. And this was a lot of them like interacting with like people that were like, why are you doing this?
Yes.
So it was kind of interesting because I feel like the movies, and I'm assuming later seasons of the show, are more them doing like stupid stunts and stuff than what they did here, which is kind of public more public things.
I will say though, for the public things, like the joke was still, why is this person doing this thing to themselves?
Yeah.
As opposed to other prank shows, like literally like Candid Camera is like, we've got all these actors set up and we're making this regular human who's just trying to go to the grocery store like feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
Where like there are elements where it's just like, yeah, you're putting like this random pedestrian or this random like spectator like in distress because they think that you're really hurt,
or you're hurting a baby.
Yeah, there's one where it's like was it Aaron McGahee or whatever, or
it was Dave England,
who's like riding a bike with like a doll in like the back
doll.
seat. Yeah.
Was Danger Aaron in it at all?
Something, I don't remember.
Okay. Couldn't remember.
He was in something.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a bit where like he's riding a bike and he's got a doll in the back, and then he's gonna crash the bike, and so of course people are like, oh my god, the baby, but it's like he's just getting up and like riding away. So like, yes, some of that, like the joke is on like, you know, oh, you're reacting in this way, but it's like, it's not in a way of like, oh, you reacted in this way, like you fucking dumbass. It's just like, yes, like of course anyone would react this way when they see like someone in danger like this, but they're not knocking over other people. They're doing it to themselves and just seeing people's reaction to them doing stupid shit. As opposed to other shows where it's like they're making people do stupid shit and then they're the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it was very, you know, it felt like the first episode that they're just getting some of the bits out that they had previously recorded. They had like a next time on that was like previewing some of the next bits, and I wonder if some of more of those things were like stuff that they had specifically filmed from the show.
Yeah, that could be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, episode 2 very well could be very different from episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not very different, but more polished.
Yeah,
more produced.
Yeah, at least stuff that they, at least at this point, know. Okay, we're doing this for a TV show. Let's make it look good. Because there isn't some stuff where they had a bit where Johnny Knoxville was testing out self-defense items, right? And so he's taking pepper spray to the face. He's gonna get tased. And like one of those, I don't remember if it was the taser. I think it might have been the taser, but it was like he got shot with the taser, but someone walked in the shot, so you didn't actually see him get hit. And like, not that I'm saying it's like faked or something, but it's like
that would have been different.
They would have like redone that and been like, oh yeah, he was in the shot. We need to get a clean shot.
Yeah.
Or even before that, stage it so like, hey, we're shooting here, so do not walk this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it just feels very just guys in their backyard shooting footage, which is very like, it is a very like 90s thing to me that like we just had home recording technology and didn't know what to do with it. So like,
and this is the result.
Yeah, right. Like, you know, we've had this technology since like the late 80s, and people can, you know, shoot videos of, you know, birthday parties and, you know, grandma's, you know, retirement or whatever. And like, it's fun to go back and see some of those videos because we just didn't know what we were doing with the ability to film stuff. But then, yeah, by the end of the decade, you have stuff like this where there's like, anybody can film a stunt as long as they just want to. Like, they don't even need to have any sort of safety measures or anything or any sort of expertise. It's just like, if I have the guts to do this thing, I can film it and put it in a magazine or get it on MTV or whatever. Like,
Yep. Or at least Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah. A precursor to this is I would say Funniest Home Videos, where you're just like, you're seeing people do stupid shit.
Yeah.
And the premise of that show is like, oh no, these were just like purely candid moments that were somehow caught on tape, but like, were all of them really?
Yeah.
Or was it like people doing stuff that they know might be stupid and might be funny and like might get them on TV?
Yep. Yeah, because how many people really are just rolling their camcorders, just filling up tape? Because it wasn't digital back then.
No.
It was just tape. I feel like watching this first episode, I'm realizing that like in like 2020 through 2022, like maybe like 33% of my personality was Jackass. Like
wait 5 years ago to 3 years ago?
No. 2001. Whatever I said.
Okay.
20
minus
2000.
whatever you said, minus 20 years.
Minus 20 years.
Okay.
2000. I don't know why I keep doing that. 2000 to 2002.
There you go.
In high school. And I was also just looking at like Bam is like only 5 years older than me.
Yeah.
So he was pretty flippin' young. But I had like skater friends, and there was also a bit where Bam or someone was on like a sled on wheels attached to the back of a car, and they take off, and then in like the credits, like they show one where like the rope just broke and the sled didn't move.
Yeah.
But like I didn't even remember that's where like my friends and I got an idea where we couldn't drive in 2000, but we took sleds and we had like one that was just nailed to a skateboard, like a saucer sled nailed to a skateboard, and another sled on like a warehouse like dolly, like four-wheeled dolly thing where the wheels just kind of are independent. And they
swivel.
Yeah, they swivel. And we had where it's just a little better than the skateboard. Although the skateboard you can kind of lean and actually direct yourself where you could not on the warehouse sled. But we had a rope attached to a carabiner that was attached to a rope that was attached to a bike. And so you had someone just flying and then they would like, you get to like an intersection and they'd turn off and you would let the rope go from the carabiner and just see how far you can go flying and eventually hit a curb and go flying into somebody's yard or somebody's mailbox.
Well, I mean, at least it was on a bike and not because
Yeah,
you would
how
have
fast can you really get going on a
you
bike?
would have done it in a car if you had a car.
Yeah, if you could.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Good times though.
Ridiculous.
Should I read the things?
Yeah, read the things.
Quick. So the Johnny Boner, the Johnny Coxville.
Maybe we should do this. So read that, and if we want to talk about them, we can.
Yeah.
And if not, whatever. But also, I guess the question I have for almost all of these is, would you do this one?
Would I do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Would you just have a boner around?
I feel like I wouldn't do this one.
Not on purpose.
I mean, 40-year-old me is definitely not doing it.
Johnny Knoxville put a strap-on dildo in his like sweatpants shorts and then went around town doing things like working out,
Just a normal situation.
getting fitted for a tuxedo, like
That's a pretty good one.
playing pickup basketball with people.
Actually, that was
the
a really
pickup
good one,
basketball
too.
part was good because did you hear he was like being guarded by somebody and the guy kind of like brushed up against it, but it kind of looked like he did it on purpose. And the girl that was filming, she goes, he touched it.
Yeah, you just touched it.
Yeah, he was feeling behind him to see if Johnny was there.
It looked like the guy like looked at it and touched it. It really did. When I saw that and then she went, he touched it, and I was like, dude, he went for it.
Well, he was probably like, that's not real.
Yeah,
that's not a
right.
real
It's gotta be
boner.
something, yeah.
Whack.
So that one was I was like, oof.
He waxes like, I know that's a dildo. How do you know? Okay. Then we have. Wait, was that the same one that Johnny ran through the karate class?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
he was
so.
he was bonered in that one as
That
well.
was pretty weird too. That was one where I was like, that again is maybe something that wouldn't necessarily happen later.
Well, I was just like, are those kids or adults?
Mhm.
Well, there's that.
It couldn't quite. It was like through the windows of the. It couldn't quite
And then,
tell.
somebody forced him back
Yeah.
outside. Okay, so then we had this was the one that I think that was Danger Aaron, but it said like his full name.
Mhm.
So like Aaron, whatever his last name is, and it was the football like drive-through thing. He was dressed in
Oh.
like full football pads and helmet, and he just ran and intercepted someone's drive-through.
I think this
food.
one was. I think this one was fake.
As in what?
As in
Sure.
the guy getting the
was faked.
the person getting the food that Danger Aaron grabbed
Was just a crew.
was part of.
I think so too. Yeah.
Because he looked like they like were grabbing it and
Yeah.
they just kind of like held it there for a while.
Mhm.
Sure.
They just like kept making contact with the delivery, like the
Yeah.
drive-through worker.
It's more to get a reaction out of the drive-through
Yeah.
worker.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That
Mhm.
makes sense.
But I feel
they
like
weren't in
young
on it.
me thought this was like totally real.
Sure.
Sure.
So then it was the Steve-O wrapping his whole lips around like a low ball glass or something, which
Yeah.
is pretty
Just
nuts.
taking a shot that way. If I could, I would.
No hands.
I don't. I feel like I have so much to say about all these. I hate that because I don't want to wrap my mouth around like a glass because I'm like my brain goes it's gonna break.
Yeah.
So like it freaked when he
How do
did
you
it. I was
figure
like
out
no
you
no
can
no no
do
no.
that?
He just says as far as you can open your mouth, man.
Yeah, you just
Yeah, I
got
guess.
an unhinged jaw.
I got a bunch of glasses. You want to figure out how big you can get?
Sure. Then was Johnny getting pepper sprayed and stun gunned and tasered.
Yeah.
Which that bit could have been a new like MTV bit to me too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It could be that was a bit that was one of the first things that they had pitched to like Big Brother, but I could see them refilming this for MTV.
Sure.
I would
Mhm.
not do that for sure.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't want to do any of those. I
Yeah.
watched one of my
No.
friends get pepper sprayed on
Mhm.
purpose,
Yikes.
and he did not have a good time for many, 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 many hours.
Yeah, that's not just like you walk away from that.
Mhm.
It's over.
Yeah.
That's your day now.
Sometimes it's your like couple days because I've heard a lot of people get like pepper sprayed or maced or something like that, and then they'll take a shower like the next day, and then any
It's
of the
just in your
residuals
pores.
come out in the
Mhm.
water, and then it runs through your eyes and mouth again, and then
Great.
it's just you're doing it all over again.
Mhm.
Great.
Well, just don't get.
And
pepper
then the
sprayed.
like taser, Johnny was like pulling the barbs of the taser out of his skin, and it was
Mhm.
quite a hole, nice little hole
Mhm.
in the skin, just like a fish hook like in there.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a small arrowhead.
No, thank you.
Mhm.
Yep,
Thank
I'll
you.
pass.
Same. Then what on earth? I wrote Bam skateboard cat. That can't be right.
What did he
I
do?
don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't remember what that was. Then was the Chris Pontius in the trunk classic in Johnny Knoxville's trunk tied up in a thong.
My favorite part about that skit was like the third one where Johnny Knoxville just went to like a gas station. And he said, I have a mostly naked man tied up with duct tape in my trunk, and I need like this.
Mhm.
And the guy's like, huh? And then Pontius gets out, and I'm like, that's
Mhm.
just great. So loved it. Do it. I'd be Johnny Knoxville, and I'd let Joe be the Pontius.
Sure. Classic Joe in a thong.
Mhm.
It's normally what he's wearing on the podcast.
It's not really what I'm wearing. Yeah, in your trunk.
In my trunk.
Just tied up. That was very good. Also, I think the only bit that we saw Chris in, right? He wasn't in the rest of the show.
Maybe I don't remember.
Then it was like the Bam on the golf course and in golf carts, just getting just a
or
bunch
shopping
of
carts.
shopping carts. Sorry,
Mhm.
getting with like Bam's crew, just getting pushed really fast into curbs so
Mhm.
that they just
Flying
go
into a
flying.
bush or just flying into the concrete or whatever. Mhm.
Yeah.
But Jackass loves their shopping carts.
Mhm.
Like that's a Jackass staple in my mind.
Mhm.
Shopping carts. So glad to see it.
Good times.
I had it. I crossed it out, but I will say shopping cart was one of my predictions at some point.
Mhm.
Nice. Man, I'm getting so many flashes back to high school, like thinking about this. Maybe it was also because I was in a pop punk band. That was probably part of it. Probably part of it.
You guys just played CKNY songs.
I remember that we went into a Target and like were just taught. They had, when they used to have like the giant cages of like rubber balls.
Oh yeah, does Target have that, or is that like a Walmart thing?
This Target had one.
Okay,
but I feel like all the stores used to have them.
They were prevalent
like
back then.
Pull them out of the bottom, and then you'd have to like toss them in through the top.
Yeah, because you don't actually ever want one of those balls. You just want to play with them.
No one ever buys those balls. Well, this Target made us eventually buy one because we were.
What did you do?
Dicking around with these balls for a long time. So then we bought one. I think what happened was the bass player at the time felt bad, and then he bought it.
Oh.
But then we went out in the parking lot and we took 2 shopping carts and played basketball.
Yeah.
Played like pretty high contact like basketball in the parking lot until eventually we also had to leave.
Until someone from inside the store was like, "Get out."
Why are you still here? Okay, then it was the Dave England Bike Baby one. That was messed up.
Yeah, we rode around like just a bike and then had the baby seat in the back, and he just kept like flipping over his bike around a bunch of people.
Yeah, just riding up onto a curb and just flipping, which also is pretty impressive though. To just like ride up and flip yourself like crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like how to like fall off my bike in a way that won't hurt, and just like falling off a bike is like
just
weird.
Toss yourself.
Yeah.
In front of people with your baby. How no one like just like stopped him and like called an ambulance immediately in seeing that? I'm not sure. And then was the wheelchair like fat suit group. I don't know who those people were.
It was one of them was Bam, and then the other one was part of Bam's crew. But it was like, it was they had fat suits, and they were doing some wheelchair stuff where they were like wheeling each other around, and again just driving straight into curbs and flying off of it,
just tossing them.
But
around.
then also some skateboard stuff where they would try to do some tricks or just kind of bail out, because they're now they're in a padded fat suit, so if they land hard on their hips, they're fine.
Why not?
Mm-hmm. It feels like that kind of stuff was prevalent in the Bam stuff of just like, hey, we're gonna do some skate tricks, but like, what if we're like in a fat suit, or what if I'm like wearing a funny mustache, like just kind of like silly things like that, as opposed to really like fucking your shit up like Knoxville.
I don't know why though, but I thought like fat suit, like because they do it I feel like this is not the only time they do that for sure. No. But like fat suit, like, or just silly suit, like just rolling around and just when they're skateboarding and doing tricks and shit. I always thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But I was never able to. I didn't skateboard.
Yeah.
I was too terrified. I did a couple ollies in someone's front yard one time.
I've never been on a skateboard, but man, did I have so many Independent Trucks shirts and like
you played so much Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Played so many Tony Hawk and had all of the gear. Or not all of the gear. I just had a lot of like
well, that was
Hurley
like the look.
Independent. It was like my 2 brands.
Nice.
Poser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't skate in high school at all until after high school. I still have that skateboard. Maybe it'll be Noah's someday. And then the last one was the Poo Cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty disturbing.
The premise is Johnny Knoxville himself is putting himself in a porta potty, which has been pre-staged with poop from other cast members, and also some guy brought like a whole trash bag full of like Rottweiler poop and put it in there too.
Yeah, it seemed like someone in the crew or something.
Yeah, and then they're gonna put him in the porta potty, shut the door, and then put it in a dump truck so that the dump truck arms pick it up and turn it upside down, and then put it back down. So he's just gonna get kind of in a a shaker of poop to make like a shaken poop teeny.
Yeah.
In my memory, this was a lot grosser than watching it now.
Yeah.
The two things that I had seen or noticed this time that made it like slightly less gross, still not a thing I would ever do, and still like fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Just to like be in that porta potty with all that poop would be disgusting.
True.
But the two things that weren't in my memory were, one, that like he's got like this like head mask thing on that's like covering his head and his eyes, and he's got like double goggles on, and also like a face mask covering his mouth. Like I know those things
like
aren't
an N95.
Yeah. Like I know those things aren't, like he's still getting some poop in things in places, right?
Sure.
But like it's still, he's much more protected than I remember. I thought he was just in there raw.
Yeah.
Just getting poop in his face. The other thing that I had noticed this time is like it's not like they're putting him in a porta potty, turning it upside down and like shaking it all around. It's just they're slowly turning it upside down via this dump truck thing. And so all of the stuff that's in the bottom of the porta potty is just kind of flowing up the back.
Yeah.
It's still gross. It's still out and around him, but it's not like it's all over his like body. It's just kind of going up his back.
Yeah. And he was holding on to something on the inside, on the sides, so that he could keep himself like stable.
Yeah.
He could probably hold his head up enough to not really get submerged.
Yeah, yeah.
Like as far as his head goes in feces.
Yeah. He's still for sure getting, feces all over his legs and back and stuff, but it's just not really in his face like I was kind of imagining.
Yeah. He's not in danger of drowning in feces.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's probably the point.
Still gross. Just the thought of it is gross. But like,
yeah. Sorry if you were eating anything.
Oh
this
man, terrible.
He right before the bit or at the beginning of the bit, there was footage of him like calling a doctor or something. It was like, what do I need to do before doing this?
Yeah, what kind of shots do I need if I'm gonna cover myself in poo?
Yeah, which seems smart.
Yeah, that was their like hey, we're health and safety is a thing, right, guys? We're trying.
Yeah.
Also, like, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. What shots do I need?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, probably what came of that was you need to protect all your orifices so you do not get something in your eyes and mouth, because that's where you'll get giardia and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, God.
And that's what makes me think that part was filmed after it had been picked up by MTV. Is the fact that he had to wear that kind of stuff and have that call, and
because otherwise, like, you just doing this in your backyard, like,
on top of the coordination it would take to get a Biffy and a dump truck and a driver to agree to doing this.
So I obviously wouldn't do the poo thing, but I will say there's a part afterwards where he's getting cleaned up, and he's in kind of just like...
You'd get cleaned up.
You'd clean a naked Johnny
I would
Knoxville.
love to
get cleaned up by a bunch of men in hazmat suits.
Yes, but he was also in like this like outdoor car wash thing, or there's just all sorts of like nozzles and hoses spraying him down. I would love to shower in there. That seems great.
Sure.
I did see him run into like essentially the car wash.
Yeah, it's like a car wash.
And I was like, would that hurt?
I don't know, but like,
seems
I
like
bet
that.
you'd feel the cleanest you've ever felt.
Yeah.
Fair.
Just power washed in there.
Yeah. I had thoughts. I had thoughts when I watched him run into that. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Overall, pretty good. You can see where it's gonna go. but they've got and then they have room to grow.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you think like a dumb thing like Jackass is like what's really an evolution of the show, but like there are just some finer points on it that can just make it a little bit more palatable is the wrong word, but like, you know,
a little more presentation to it.
Yeah,
like even
give
just
it better presentation.
Just the thought of like that last bit had a name. I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is the Poo Cocktail. Mm-hmm. They started to do that for every bit, as opposed to, well, now here's Bam Margera in a fat suit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just a little bit of those
potential.
tweaks, a little bit of those tweaks of like presentation, gussing it up a little bit, so that when you're talking to your friends about this, it's like, oh, did you see the Poo Cocktail? And they know what you're talking about now, as opposed to just like, oh, what was that bit that he did? What was the thing? Who was in that suit?
Did you see
even?
the Bar Margera on the golf course one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The what?
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
Skateboard
You have no idea what I'm talking about. Did you see skateboard
Bam
cat, bro?
skateboard cat?
I feel like that's a typo in my phone. I don't know what that was.
I don't remember skateboard cat,
He
but
did
yeah.
some skateboard things.
Yeah. Predictions?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What do you got? It's an open-ended question to either one of you.
I got it. My number one is that we have a celeb cameo, like i.e. like Tony Hawk or somebody. Then my number two is that we have 3 or more naked people.
Okay.
And by naked, you mean fully naked?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Okay.
We did have Johnny Knoxville.
We just had the one.
Yeah,
This one.
we had Knoxville naked.
Pontius wasn't quite there.
Oh, banana hammock was intact.
Okay. My number 3, Josh, you said you saw Wee Man in this somewhere?
In like
was he maybe just
at
in
like
the intro or
very
something?
at the very end in the credits when they were just like
okay.
showing quick things.
Yeah.
Like there was like a really close up of like it was like just Wee Man's face.
Okay.
Like yeah.
So my number 3 is that like one of the most memorable things for me from Jackass is like the Wee Man and Preston bits.
Those are cute bits.
And so I have my number 3 is that we get a Wee Man and Preston bit. We didn't see Preston at all.
Nope.
No.
Right? Okay.
I mean, we really didn't see Wee Man either.
Yeah.
You know, not
True,
in the show
true.
proper.
True. And then my number 4, my bookend is that we have Johnny Knoxville again covered in some sort of defecation.
Some sort of defecation. Okay.
Nice.
That's the bookshelf, the bookend I'm going with.
All right. My number 1 is we hear at the beginning of the show, "My name is Johnny Knoxville and welcome to Jackass."
Okay. They didn't do that.
They didn't do it.
Okay.
No.
They didn't say mine because they. The thing is, like from Jackass, I'm like, is this just movies or was it in the show where like my name is Steve-O and this is the Poo Cocktail or this, well, you know, kind of thing. And I think in the first 30 seconds of the show, Johnny Knoxville says, "My name is Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass." But I'm like, is that just the movies? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah. And these two are gonna kind of mimic Jimmy's a little bit. Number 2 is genitals.
Okay.
Nice.
So and it essentially this means black bar, but
Something
you know,
gets censored out.
but genitals. And then number 3, I did say celebrity.
Okay.
And then number 4, sort of mimicking Jimmy as well, but I said there's a Steve-O and Pontius bit.
Okay. Them together.
Because Wild Boys happened in 2003. So
I forgot about Wild Boys.
So I assume that Steve-O and Pontius are forming their duo via
the show.
I thought about trying to work in like a Viva La Bam spin-off something. I forgot about Wild Boys though.
Yeah.
What did Johnny Knoxville do after that? If
Movies.
Yeah.
He just became a movie star.
He was trying to make it as an actor. Yeah.
He did the Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh my God.
MIB 3, I think, or was it MIB
Really?
2 that he was in?
He was not into.
You ever seen The Ringer?
Yeah. That's the football one, right?
No, it's like he's like doing like the Special Olympics.
He's a football one too.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I remember The Ringer being good. Haven't seen it in 20 years, but if I remember, I think it was pretty heartfelt, if I remember.
Okay. Okay.
And like it treated the other actors with special needs going on with respect.
What's more heartfelt, The Ringer or The Blind Side?
No, for sure The Ringer. For sure The Ringer.
Wow.
Never seen The Blind Side, but boy.
All right, Joe, what do you got?
I have similar things to you as well. My first one though is that of the stunts in this episode, Steve-O does the thing that we would least want to do.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Opinion-based.
as we're watching it, clock the thing that you would least want to do, and we'll compare and see if Steve-O did it.
Okay.
Um,
telling you right now, it's not. I'll do the Steve-O one.
Speaking of Viva La Bam, which was a post-Jackass Bam Margera spinoff, one of the recurring characters was his uncle, Don Vito.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Big fat guy.
Those are terrible bits.
And I don't remember if he shows up in the show, but my prediction is Don Vito shows up in the last
that's a
episode.
great one.
That's borderline a celebrity appearance.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just kidding.
Well, my next one is a celebrity appearance.
No, Don Vito's
felt
not a.
so bad for Don Vito
Yeah.
every episode.
But more specific than just celebrity appearance, it's a pro wrestler appearance.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
yeah.
So I think it just fits the time period.
Yeah.
And then my last one, similar to Jimmy's, that Knoxville touches defecation. I have specifically that Pooh touches Johnny Knoxville's skin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, man,
Okay.
the only thing that would make you not win is if it's just Steve-O's skin,
Yeah.
because that could happen.
You just assume there's gonna be Pooh.
Yeah,
touching
there's
skin.
gonna be Pooh, but
Oh.
whose skin does it touch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. I
Joe,
hadn't thought about that.
you said that like, what's the final episode? Because it's not like what's listed or something. Or?
Right,
right.
right. On the Paramount Plus, like the last episode. Well, first of all, they have 4 seasons on the Paramount Plus, but there aren't actually 4 seasons of Jackass.
There's like the Mario's Missing Levels, which is season 4.
yes,
on
yeah,
Paramount
it's
Plus.
just like leftover bits.
Yeah.
But really, there were 3 seasons, and then the last one to air was called The Bedwetter.
The Bedwetter.
Yeah.
That's the feces you guys are talking about.
August 5th, 2001.
All right. Cool. Well, we're going to watch that, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the finale of, the final episode of Jackass. What's it called? Poopy Pants?
The Bedwetter.
The Bedwetter. I didn't write it down. The Bedwetters. How do we think about this?
It was more fun than I thought. I thought they were going to be kind of out of ideas, and maybe some of these ideas were already kind of pre-used in the rest of season 3, and maybe it wouldn't have seemed as fresh as someone watching it in sequence. But for someone skipping to the last episode, I'm just like, oh yeah, those are good bits.
Yeah. And it was like, for me, obviously it was more polished. They introduced their skits a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
There was like title cards
Mm-hmm.
a little bit for almost everything. And I realized that I just really like it when they skateboard, even when they're doing nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
When they're skateboarding a little bit, and they skateboard like I had a couple different skateboard things in this one.
Yeah, the skateboard bits are fun.
And I love the
always.
skateboard ones. And I just want to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
The one other thing I'll say is that there was still some random, like, this seems like this is just footage that they had lying around of random scenes that they didn't really explain, of like a person I didn't even fully understand. There was like a random like winter like sledding scene
Yeah, J2.
for about
That's all
2
it said.
seconds.
It's literally all it said in the corner. It just said J2.
J2.
And
Sure.
then somebody like slid down on a hill for like 3 seconds on a sled, and then fell for the rest
fell
of the
off and just rolled for a real long time, and then there's cut to the next scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some shit like that, but it was. I didn't expect that. I thought it would be just solely the bits. The I'm so and so. This is such and such prank, but it wasn't. It held on to some of its roots.
yeah, sure. If you want to call it that.
Random
It's
fucking
roots.
footage. But yeah, did see some Bam's uncle getting slapped around. So that's fun for people.
Love seeing some.
Did
That's
he
Bam's
get,
dad.
Oh, it's Bam's dad?
Yeah.
Phil Margera.
Okay. That's for some reason that's even weirder to me. I don't know.
Well, you don't just run into a room and just slap your dad.
Just chuck a banana at my dad
fast and hard as possible.
as hard as I can. Yeah.
Your dad would
read the
probably
things?
be okay with it as if he was getting paid a bunch of money to get slapped by you, though.
Yeah, that's the thing is he's for sure signed some stuff that means he gets a lot of money, which actually leads me to one thing that I thought in this and the first episode that I forgot to talk about is that like there are cameras around and like often you can like people know that there's cameras around. So like something crazy is going on, but also I see a camera over there. Like they got to know, right? Like
at
least
which bits are you talking about though?
Like 2/3 of the bits. I feel like people can see like there's a camera within eye shot of the bit happening. Like you're just a bystander.
I guess I know what you're saying. For
maybe
like
1/3.
so like you mean like kind of like the quote unquote candid bits or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like also it's 2001, 2002. Like cameras aren't small.
You're not looking out for cameras. Like
Yeah.
camcorders.
Yeah, but like but like camcorders aren't small still. It's not like a cell phone.
No, yeah, you're right.
And doing things like 90-year-old like Johnny Knoxville or Spike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like
there
someone's
was
like holding a camera and they're Max across the street.
Yeah.
And they're clearly pointed at you.
Yeah. There was some of that though. You could tell that like the commotion starts happening and the people are looking at the commotion, but the camera's like across the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like they don't know
They're distracted,
that something's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But like Johnny Knoxville like peeing on a mattress, but the camera's like right there, maybe sitting on the adjacent mattress, unless they're like somehow hiding it.
Yeah, I wonder if some of those are in like hidden cams, like in someone's bag or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also at a certain point, like this is my whole thing with reality TV in general, is that at a certain point, then you have to go talk to that person and have them sign some shit and be like, this is okay to be on TV and you're going to also get $1,000.
Or even before that,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, this is some sort of like prank or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That these kids are fucking around with.
With the guy with the pee on the thing. I mean, number one, I'm like, well, I assume it was water.
Well, with these guys.
But with these guys, you don't know.
say.
But
Yeah.
also, number two, if it was pee, then they bought that mattress.
Then they bought that mattress. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
also
would be
true.
But that was
Or
might have
paid
been
for
after
it,
the
yeah.
fact.
It
though.
might have
Like,
been after. Yeah.
they needed to like get the reaction and shit, and then they were
MTV
like,
bought
"Hey,
that.
can you sign the waiver? We're gonna buy like 3 mattresses or something
Yeah.
like that." I don't know.
Something that I had like recognized in this one, where specifically the pee mattress one, where it's like Johnny Knoxville is like laying on a mattress and then he like pees himself, but it's not like a little bit of pee. It's like he's
wild
fully
amount of pee.
like soaked his shorts.
Oh.
That one and in that one, it's like the mattress salesman is like, hey, it's okay, blah blah blah, like whatever it happens, but you got to go. And then the other one that I relate to that is, again, Johnny Knoxville is old man, and he's at a like driving range and having trouble like hitting balls and shit, and then this guy next to him is like, hey, like, should I call an ambulance? Are you okay and stuff?
Yeah.
And the thing that struck me from like those two bits is like, I was saying in the first episode that like when they do these like public bits, it's like the joke is on them, not on other people. But there is an element of like like when I saw those two bits of these people being gracious to Johnny Knoxville acting like an idiot, it's like, oh, but they are like taking advantage of like a person just like being nice though, right? Even though the joke's not on the person who's trying to help him out, like that person is still like, oh my God, this person's in trouble. I need to call an ambulance.
Right.
And it's like, we're sitting here like laughing at that, but it's like
someone's trying to get an old man help.
Yeah, right? This
Right.
person is just being a
Yeah,
nice
good
person and
Samaritan.
trying to like, and like I do worry a little bit about that, about like, you know, not that everything here, you know, has a huge impact, but like you do kind of watch some of these things and then it does kind of wriggle into your brain of like, okay, when I see shit like that in public, is that just someone fucking around with me? Like, do I really need to help this person? And it could like make people a little bit cynical about people having distress in public.
Is
but
that
like,
Johnny Knoxville?
yeah, right. It tucks in a little bit of your head.
Just
And,
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more so in 2025 when like all of this stuff is more accessible, then you're just like, you see someone out there and you're just like, but is this just some Gen Z kid just like doing a TikTok thing? Or
Maybe
like,
we just make a
Yeah.
rule that if it seems like anybody's under the age of 30, we don't help them.
yeah, they're probably fine.
I was gonna say over the age of 75. How old is Trump? Sorry, cut that. Cut that.
He's probably fine.
Should I? Yeah,
No, I
I'm
heard
sure
he's-
his ankles are
he's
fine.
He's a strapping young man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
His swollen legs are fine.
yeah.
No,
But
there's
it is
nothing weird about that.
my point about that is just that like you know, you watch these things and you're just like, okay, but they're making the joke about themselves. But like you kind of get where in some of the movies and stuff
Movies.
not a sponsor.
Sorry.
Movies not
Sorry.
a sponsor.
Movies?
I heard movies.
In some of their later bits, they do shy away from some of this like being weird in public things because they don't want to like you know, put real people in a weird spot and keep it more about them just doing weird shit to themselves.
Yeah, in this episode, there's a lot more celebrity. I mean, really only one celebrity, but
Mhm.
like more professionals, a lot more professional skaters
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, which is they were doing stuff with them,
Mhm.
you know, and they were just cool shit, you know. Once again, I just want to, Jackass I just want to see someone get hit by a giant fist and skateboard,
Yeah.
apparently. And every once in a while, I want to see genitals and poop,
Sure.
Or fake poop.
real poop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I see Dave England eating real poop. What's he into? Is he in any
He's
of these
into real poop.
spin-offs?
I
Was he in
don't
Viva La
think so.
Bam? I feel like he was a Bam guy.
I feel like he
No?
was a BAM guy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though, but
Who's to say? Should I read the things quick?
yeah.
We had I wrote down outdated social norms. Oh, that's because we didn't talk about the warning to the warning,
Mm-hmm.
which is that like that this show is aired in its original in all of its like original filming, and that it features outdated social norms.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
Prior to each episode in the original airing, there was this, you know, black background, white text warning that said like, "Hey, these are professionals doing stunts. Don't do this at home."
They're not professionals.
I mean,
Well,
they're being paid.
They're being paid.
They're being paid.
Yeah.
It's professional and
But then for Paramount, they've added this additional header to the beginning of that, even to say, "Hey, this was." You know, from way back with previous social norms. Which to that, I don't really know that I saw things here that were like that we would be viewed
That
in
were
a different way
offensive
now.
today.
I mean, none of this we'd ever show to a fucking kid.
No.
Like, ever.
I
Like, you
mean,
know what I'm saying?
There were things in
fair.
there that were gross for sure, but they would have been gross back then too. The only thing that I think may have been different is they do a bit with again, Johnny Knoxville dressed in old man makeup, Spike Jonze dressed in old man makeup, and as some of those bits where they're being irreverent, like they like sometimes will like make out.
But I don't even think that's even like a oh, they're gay. Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
Just, it's just like
It's
two just old fucking people
it's old
making
people
out.
with way too much PDA.
yeah.
Right?
That's gross no matter what
That's
they were.
that's gross no matter what, but I feel like that's the closest thing that would
Yeah.
be like viewed differently now than then is like maybe back then it would be like, you would react somewhat homophobic to it, as in addition to just old people making out. But
Yeah.
I can't think of too many things that would be like, oh, that was okay back then, but now we view it differently. It's all just gross, and it all hurts.
I think
like,
I think I see this the same way when I was 19 as when I see it when I'm 40 now.
Yeah.
But
It's
there's
just
probably
covering their butts.
There's probably I
yeah.
mean, it's a blanket for every single episode. I'm sure there's something in one of these episodes or a couple of them that are just like, woof.
Sure. I honestly, I respect it. I wish that they would do that more often with stuff, because now you just have shows, like a lot of shows that we've done
They just get
where
removed.
Community.
whole episodes get removed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Community.
Community has the Lord of the Rings now, that
It was
D&D.
D&D episode.
Like
yeah.
stuff like that. I would prefer that shows just
Yeah.
put a warning up,
if
because
you have to, even.
if you have to.
It's Always Sunny has one. I think it's the one where D is in blackface for a little bit.
Sure.
Mhm.
Well, and it's like one of those things where it's like,
Which is like, of all the shows that like
Yeah.
that show is like
exactly.
trying to be offensive all the time.
Yeah.
and making it a clear point of
Yeah.
it being like this.
But
is
it's
clear, this is
satire.
not okay.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But you also see people today that are like, oh, they're doing warnings on this stuff, like, and they're mad about that. And it's also like, well, would you rather have them take away the episode, or would you rather be able to just see it if it's something that you know about and just watch it?
Mhm.
I guess, or
They should put that before like half of the like Friends episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right.
And that's where
so many 90s
that's
shows.
where I kind of go at,
Yeah.
like, if you need to, because like that's just the thing with viewing anything in the past. You need to
Yeah.
like
It's
understand
context.
that this is
social norms
different time.
change decade to decade, year to year.
yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
fucking month to month, like, and you just, as an
Depends on
adult,
who's
you need to
president.
understand that, and it's not a very big deal if, I'd just rather have that on there instead of like them being taken
Pretending
away
it didn't
and then
exist,
just
yeah.
treating me as
Yeah.
an adult, and me at least, and just going like, I think that this is like kind of fucked up, like
Mhm.
kind of thing, and
Yeah.
because sometimes you need to see that stuff to be like, yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Read banned books. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those are generally
so the
not
first-
fucked up. Those are
The
just
first thing I
great
have
books.
is Spike. Oh yeah, Spike is the other old man.
Well, the first thing that happened was a bunch of people saying, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They did like this
Tons
whole
of
like weird
random-
intro with like random people saying
And some
hi.
of them, a lot of them didn't seem to know what exactly was going on, what they were supposed to say. There was like a group like ladies who did not seem to speak English trying to do it. But yeah, the first like bit was Spike getting like his old man makeup on and Johnny Knoxville, and then it's Johnny and an actual older lady named, that at least they called Dorothy, in a deli doing a bit where he's just being belligerent
Mm-hmm.
and old. Can't wait to do those things. And then Spike doing some of those things, and then an old man fight between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had a random just scene which seemed like it was maybe from something else, but it was just a video of a horse farting for a real long time.
Yep.
While Johnny Knoxville and Chris Pontius were in like
Like
sort of
night gear or something.
gladiator.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 20 seconds long.
The real long horse fart. I mean, it's just amazing that they captured it. And then Steve-O and Wee Man and Pontius and a bunch of people in a Shaq like rap video, apparently
Mm-hmm.
doing weird shit around Shaq.
Yeah, essentially just doing kind of their own bits. It seemed like a Shaq video featuring some Jackass guys.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we should probably YouTube that
Mm-hmm.
Shaq video. That was pretty fun, and Shaq just kind of hanging out with the gang.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of seemed like one of the gang. And also Steve-O straight up just lifting Shaq, just holding Shaq's weight off.
Wee
the ground.
Man.
Sorry, Wee Man. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, like Wee Man gave Shaq a piggyback ride.
Yeah. fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next bit we had was the Steve-O's cricket helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the name I and Steve-O both made.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
So-
some vomiting.
Essentially, he's wearing like a fishbowl on his head, and then they're pouring crickets into it.
Thousands of crickets.
Thousands upon thousands of crickets. They're falling out of the helmet. He's like barfing in the helmet.
I'm generally unwilling to do bug stuff.
Yeah.
It's not
They're
great.
creepy and crawly and get in places.
I'm sure I have a price, but
Sure.
like I wouldn't do bug helmet for this podcast. Is
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
Joe, crickets?
No thanks.
Okay. They're
Yeah.
not spiders.
Yeah, not as bad as
Oh my
spiders,
God.
but like, yeah, cricket's not great either.
What was I think it's in the Hogwarts Legacy game. There's like an arachnophobia setting. You can turn off the spiders.
Yeah.
I think
heard of
that's
that.
just more of a thing.
The
that's
thing
happening.
that Steve-O said.
there's a lot of those loser games out there, eh, Joe.
God.
Steve-O said the smell was terrible, which like
Yeah, that's
to me,
weird.
like I hadn't really clocked that. Like, would a bunch of bugs smell bad? I guess depending on
guess.
where you're getting from.
Have you ever
them from, like-
have you ever had like a roasted cricket or like
No.
a chocolate covered cricket or anything?
No.
Oh, I've had many of them in my
You
life.
have?
Yeah. One time I went to that bike shop that used to build all our bikes,
Yeah.
and they just had like a
Two
bunch.
wheels.
Yeah, and they just had a bunch of crickets that
Hmm.
they had like gotten that were like roasted chocolate covered bugs.
Huh.
And like one of the owners was like, "Do you want some?" And I'm like, "Yeah." It's just one of those things where like probably five
She
times
was like from like
England.
They're-
Wait, that's not a cricket country.
No, but it's. I mean, everybody's got crickets, right?
Well, I mean, they have crickets. It's just not a normal. It's not like a delicacy or any a thing they eat there.
How do you know? How do you know what part of England she's from?
I just know, bro. I just know.
So would it smell bad?
But what I'm saying
Did you
is, like,
smell it?
if you smell like a bag of roasted crickets
Mhm.
or like ants, because I think they had ants. That's what I had there. They just smell
That's
bad.
weird.
Hmm.
And I've
I wouldn't
had
have thought about that.
one or two.
Yeah.
I've probably had like 5 different like instances where someone had like roasted bugs between ants to crickets
Mm-hmm.
that I've been able to. They've been like, "Do you want one?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, it's there."
Yeah. I
And-
wouldn't have just.
And
thought-
they've never smelled good. They always
Yeah,
smell,
I
and they've
wouldn't have
they
realized.
taste
Like,
bad too.
what do they smell like?
Fucking bugs, dude. The
Just like
roasted
burnt
bugs.
bugs,
What
I
does
guess.
a burnt bug smell like?
You want me to catch you some ants?
Yeah, I
light some
kinda
on
do.
fire.
I got pranked with crickets one time, and I
Prank-
knew.
prank.
And here's the thing, it was in like a bunk, like in a cabin or whatever at a camp, and I was like walking down the hall like towards my room, and there was like fucking crickets everywhere in the hallway,
Oh, like live crickets.
like live and dead, just everywhere in the hallway, because they just fucking get out. And as like we saw, thousands of these crickets are going to this helmet, but like they were out all over like the
Mhm.
walls and shit. You can't keep them in anything. They will find a way out. But eventually I led to my room, and inside a dresser drawer of all my clothes, just dead and living crickets, but they had gotten out everywhere.
I
Good
will say
times.
this: I was definitely at this camp when that happened,
Yes, you were.
and I had nothing to do with
And I
that.
entirely blame you. So the next skit,
I heard about it when you heard about it.
the next random skit was just it had a title card, and it said "Garbage Man," and it was like a person in a Speedo for
It
like
was Pontius.
10 seconds,
It was Pontius.
but there was no.
It was just
What is he
literally
doing?
Pontius in a speedo, and he would just like kind of dance towards the camera for
Garbage man.
5 seconds.
And then it was Skate Wheel, which was pretty fun.
That was fun. It's just a bunch of skateboards screwed together, probably in a circle. So like no matter what, like a wheel would be on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a hamster
Yeah.
wheel.
Hamster wheel.
hamster wheel skateboards,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple people skateboarded in them. But then eventually they put 2 wheels together,
Mm-hmm.
and they like.
give it a
2
little more
rows of
stability.
skateboards, skateboard wheels. Smart.
I would love to see more skateboard wheel.
Yeah, for sure.
That was great.
Still seemed pretty incredibly dangerous though. At one point at the end, the guy was just going like down a hill on this giant. It doesn't seem like well controlled. Like it's too much There's too much mass. Like a skateboard beneath your feet, like you can control a little bit and you can bail if you have to. There's a lot going on when you've got like 20 skateboards nailed together in a big loop around your head.
Yeah, I'm not saying that design is good, but there is a design that like has a little bit more structural integrity that I bet someone that could skateboard could do something fucking cool with skateboard wheel.
For sure. Maybe it made it into a movie at some point that I never saw. Then there was the random sledding scene I think we already talked about.
J2.
Didn't make any sense. Then Preston, I think the one Preston thing we saw, he was like in like a skirt and jumped on like a mini like child's trampoline, like one of those little gymnast trampolines, and then just busted out of the skirt into his tighty whities, and his junk was just hanging out. It was immediately censored.
It's definitely genital.
That was, I think, nudity too. If we're counting towards predictions. Then we had Johnny Knoxville, old man at the golf course. We talked about that at the driving range. He was having a lot of trouble. And then, what the fuck did I write here? Steve-O balls double.
Joe, can you decipher that?
Steve-O balls double.
Oh man, it's going so fast.
It's the double back.
The double back.
He was like, "Hey, you guys want to see the double back?" And then he just he like whips his junk like back up like towards his butt, and then like squeezes his legs, and he's just like holding his junk.
The Goat, if you've seen Waiting, starring Ryan Reynolds.
Sure. I was just worried that we probably shouldn't have watched La Parka versus Goldberg for a minute and 45 seconds in between. We
forgot all the bits.
We replaced one bit with Goldberg
Luckily, Steve-O's balls double back was stuck into Joe's.
Hi, I'm La Parka, and this is Jackass. I'm gonna get jackhammered by Goldberg.
Almost done here. Then we had Rob. Is that right?
I think it's pronounced Rob.
Rob himself.
It's like Sob, but Rob.
R-A-B. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Rob himself in duck hunting. So he like lubed and feathered himself up, and then people shot paintball guns at him.
I'll be honest, if I was that man, I would legally change my name to Rob himself. Like first and last name.
Wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it is. Is there a possibility that is his actual name?
Yeah.
It's definitely a SAG name at this point.
I know nothing about that man. He's like he lives in my brain. It just says like Rob himself. I'm like, that's great.
Yeah. Probably should check out his Wikipedia at some point. Speaking of which, did you know Rob McElhenney?
Oh, Rob Mack.
Changed his name. Well, at least changed his SAG name, now that I've said that, to Rob Mack.
Rob Mack.
That seems weird to me.
Did you see his video about it?
I saw his video about it, and that made me think that it wasn't real. Because that seems like something that he would do.
I saw the video, and I thought,
silly videos.
Yeah, he's doing that for real. Do you know what we're talking about, Joe?
This guy changed his name to Rob Mack, but like, is there a reason?
Do you know that guy who we're talking about?
He's from Always Sunny.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
he literally, his reasoning in the video.
People can't say his last name.
People can't say his last name. People can't spell his last name.
Sure.
Like, whatever. And he's like, people call me Mac anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So he just
great.
changed his name to Rob Mack.
Love it.
Just seems like he's already famous enough. Like, who cares? You know? He's got enough money.
People probably just stopped and went, Rob Mack.
Yeah, I guess.
It's probably happened enough to him where he's like, you're going to call me Rob Mack, or you're going to call me Rob from Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Or Mac from Only Sunny.
I wouldn't even be surprised if like an agent 20 years ago was just like, you should just go by Rob Mack. and then now he's just finally doing it.
And he's like,
finally giving in.
And he's just old enough where he's like, I don't give a shit.
Okay, so then we had Bedwetter.
Oh, that's when Johnny Knoxville peed the bed in the mattress store. Yeah, we talked about that already too, a little bit. So
the titular skit, which seems funny of these skits. I don't know if that's the most
seems like
memorable.
a pretty nothing. Yeah. I feel like I remembered the skateboarding half pipe in the middle of nowhere more.
Yeah. We're getting there. So then the next one was skeet shooting, which was a few people. I think it was Rob, Ryan Dunn, somebody else.
Maybe Knoxville.
Maybe not. Oh yeah, it was Knoxville.
Bam Margera's dad was shooting. Phil Margera was shooting.
Was one of the
He was
shooters.
shooting Rob, yeah.
That's hilarious. So they all took off from like in the like field,
And they're like mostly naked.
mostly naked, and some people shooting paintball guns at them.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you've ever shot someone with a paintball gun. It can hurt pretty good.
I've shot and been shot. There was a time in my life where I
Yeah.
owned a paintball gun and we played paintball on once every 3 months we played paintball. We weren't like paintball dudes that like
your quarterly paintball.
Yeah, we didn't like go to the paint. We didn't like, oh, let's go paintball, like every weekend kind of thing. We just had. It was just one of those things where like we did it like one or two times in like 6 months, and it was like, this is really fun. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Are we ever gonna do this
It's
again?
expensive.
And it was like, yeah, and it was like, it's cheaper. Just like you can just buy a paintball gun, and then 90% of your cost to go paintball is already done. And you can just so you don't have to rent a gun ever.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's kind of, and then I literally just like I probably moved and I left it somewhere.
Oh no.
That happened with my snowboard too. It's why I stopped snowboarding,
Oh no.
because I like moved and I was like,
You're
well,
terrible at moving.
I think I was over all those activities before I moved, but
But I mean,
but I definitely stopped playing. I stopped snowboarding and I stopped paintballing because I just left those things somewhere.
Joe, big paintball guy?
No, but I've been intrigued.
Have you ever paintballed?
No.
I'd shoot you.
Okay.
It hurts.
I'm intrigued about. That seems like something that
It's harder than it looks. I feel like.
it's something that I understand that hurts, but like, there's part of me that's just like, but like people do it, so I could like take it once, right? But I bet like I take it once and I'm just like never again.
You also can like you go paintballing and wear like pants and a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
And like
that's
you're gonna be fine.
That's why I was noting that like when they're doing this bit, they are naked. So like they're getting hit just like on the raw skin,
and they're showing like huge welts.
Yeah,
a long sleeve shirt goes a long way.
Yeah.
When doing that.
Like
kind of
you
stuff.
might still have like a bruise and stuff, but like nothing like what we're seeing on Jackass.
Also, generally, like people that are like paintballing, unless you're a dickhead, like you don't have like your guns like pressure or whatever it is, like
turned all the way.
You're not
up,
turned all the way up. You're just
cranked.
enough to like get it shot out. Like and like so, if you get hit by a paintball just flying at you and it breaks, 9 times out of 10, it's not even going to do anything besides get you painty.
Sure. Yeah.
So, first and last paintball outing.
All right.
Is this like
the
still
three
a
of
thing?
us.
Like back in this time,
Well, we
paint
could
was
be on
like
a team.
big deal.
No, just the three of us just looking out for each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just back to back to
I get you back.
No, not. I mean, looking out to find each other.
Oh.
Yeah,
Fun.
hey,
Let's do it.
Three people.
hey, I'll headhunt you and I'll look out for you. Whatever we need to do.
You dicks. Okay. Then a random scene of a random guy getting a Jackass tat. I don't even think it was a Jackass person.
Yeah, not even Jackass branded. Just like he's getting the word Jackass on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know? Do what you gotta do,
That
guy.
guy's dead now.
Then we were back to the old guys like fondling each other in public, creeping people out.
Yep.
Everybody was fine. Then we had the thrashing joust, I think is what the title card said.
Oh, that was all the skaters.
Yeah, it was like a half pipe.
Mm-hmm.
First it was like a bit with Pontius just like kind of fake beating the crap out of some people, and then being like, meet me at the half pipe, and then it said like thrashing joust, and then it was a bunch of like actual real life skaters and Jackass people skaters who were just going down the half pipes like at each other, starting on each side, and there was like boxing gloves, like
It was
with
like
a big string between them.
It was like a mace, but instead of a ball and like spikes at the end, it was a boxing.
two
glove.
blocks.
glove. Yeah.
Oh,
so they
okay.
could whip the boxing glove at each other when they
Yeah.
ride past
Oh,
each
right
other.
on.
Yeah.
So it would still
Cool.
suck, but not kill you.
Yeah, it would.
Just trying to knock
It's
'em
enough
off.
to. Yeah, it's enough to knock you off your skateboard.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
would hurt when you fall, but like,
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun bit.
If I could skateboard, I'd do that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably hurt.
But I can't skateboard.
Mm-hmm. It's, again, those types of like skateboarding bits. It's just like, that looks fun. And this is a funny idea. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a straight up like a concrete like skate park too. That not man. It hurts to fall off a skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts pretty good. And then the last one was Dave England's poo diaper.
Mm-hmm.
Eating pudding out of a diaper out of a trash can in front of pedestrians.
I'll be honest, I don't think I'd buy it if I was one of those people watching him do it.
I don't know.
I think the
Seen
first
some pretty weird shit.
he did it like in front of like some building, and then he did it in front of like a hot dog cart or something like that. And the first one in front of the building, I think everybody that was there did the correct response, which is just turning around and walking away. Like there was 5 or so people in the shot, and they all just eventually just walked away. Yeah. Like fuck this,
I'm gonna barf.
Because if you think there's a real human being like eating poop out of a garbage can, the best thing you can do is walk away.
Yeah.
I think it's the best for everybody.
You wouldn't try to be like, no, stop. I got a Nutri-Grain bar in my pocket.
If there was something besides the cops you could call, like I don't know, like a mental health professional. No, I'm saying like a mental health, like somebody that would like come and help them, kind of thing.
Because you're not going to be able to do anything.
But like you're
point.
not calling 911 because will they just get shot?
Yeah. Or like, what are you going to do in that moment?
Yeah, and what am I going to do? I'm not going to wrestle poop out of someone's mouth. So you just walk away. And also probably 9 times out of 10 it's fake, and you're just being filmed.
Yeah,
let's be honest. And then
9 out of 10. That seems high.
I mean, I just feel like someone eating poop in public in front of a bunch of people is almost always going to be fake. And then
I want it to be true, but I don't think it's 9 times out of 10. Probably 50-50 more than.
Well, I mean,
at best,
everything's 50-50 in the end, right?
Like it either is or isn't poop.
It either does
for real.
It either does or doesn't happen.
Sure.
And then the other one with the hot dog cart, I just feel like everyone was so close that they're like they either could like legitimately smell pudding or not smell poop.
I know baby poop doesn't smell just like your average poop though.
All right, Dad.
Just saying, I wouldn't eat it. It makes me gag just like any other poop, but it doesn't smell the same. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know the intricacies of aged poops.
But who puts their baby diaper in the hot dog stand trash can?
Not me.
Probably not.
Not a lot of people.
It's not something that's gonna happen. You're not gonna have the opportunity. You're not gonna be changing your baby's diaper at the hot dog stand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no one's gonna want to change their baby's diaper at the hot dog stand. But if you got to, you got to, right?
I mean, if you're that hungry,
Yeah, you're gonna change your diaper so I can eat a hot dog.
The first part was more believable to me, where he like walked up to a couple dudes and were like, "Hey, do you like? I'm really hungry. Do you have food?" And they're like, "Nah." And then he walked over to the trash can and proceeded to dig through it, and then pull out the thing. And then they're seeing him like watching this literally unfold, and him start to put his face in it. And they look at each other and like shake their heads like, "Nah, we're out." And then they walk off screen. That part was very believable to me.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I've seen some shit.
Yeah, you have.
I haven't seen that, but I've seen some shit in downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah, but I've never seen a man eat poop.
You'd have to be pretty out of your mind.
That's why I'm saying the best thought is probably just walk away.
Yeah.
Unless there is a number you can call for like a public, the person, that thing that Minneapolis tried to do
safety.
a couple years ago, a public safety person, or the people wanted. But
police reform in general.
I don't want to say the words.
Okay, I said it.
Defund the police. It's not what you think it means. Doesn't mean we don't want police.
That's what I think.
It means we want other things. How do you do predictions?
I I want to ask a question first. Do you guys have a obviously we're of an age where we're all on board with Jackass.
Yeah.
But like, do you guys have certain Jackass guys that you're like, I like this person and I don't like this person?
I don't know if I have people that I like actively don't like.
Okay.
But I think I have affinities towards other people.
Okay.
I mean, like, I could take or leave Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't dislike Bam.
I think I started watching Jackass because of Bam.
Because I like it when he slaps Phil.
Yes. I'm in agreement with everything that you're saying in that, like, when the show first started, it's like, you know, the three main characters essentially are Knoxville, Steve-O, Bam Margera.
Yep.
And they're all like different flavors, right?
Yep.
And like, you do get kind of pulled in by Bam because he's like handsome, he's got this kind of charisma, he's a skater, and he's doing funny stuff, he's beating up on his dad, right?
And we all want to beat up our
dads. Right? It seems fun. But then you see more of it, and it does get into a thing where it's just like it kind of feels like Bam's like trying too hard.
Yeah.
And he's like, whereas the rest of the guys, especially Knoxville, is just like, I'm gonna fucking cover myself in poop because I think that's interesting. Whereas like Bam is like, he'll do some stunts, but like he doesn't really do gross stuff, and a lot of it is like, look how cool I am doing this stunt, or like look how funny I'm being. To the point where like by the time you get to the Jackass movie in 2002 and they're doing some bits where it's like Bam thinks we're doing this, but actually we're gonna fuck with him and like put him in a pit of snakes. And you're just like, yeah, fucking get Bam.
I felt bad for Bam about the snakes.
You do?
That's like me putting you in a pit of spiders, Joe.
Yeah, but like, what if I wasn't an asshole, though?
Oh, I mean, I guess if you're a huge asshole.
It's just, it's one of those things where it's just
what if
like,
Joe's an asshole and making a ton of money to do it?
It just, there's a little bit of an air of like, I mean, all of these people are making a ton of money doing this stupid shit, right? But like, there's a little bit of like, Bam is like the star of the show, but he's like ragging on his other bros.
Thinks he's the star of the show for sure.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Like there's a difference between Knoxville and Bam Margera, where like Johnny Knoxville is like, he's fucking with his bros, you know, where like, you know, at the end of the Poop Cocktail thing, he's like running after the crew, trying to give people hugs or whatever because he's like covered in poo, right? And like, you know, that's fucked
silly.
up, right?
Yeah.
Right. But it's also like, he just did this thing where he's completely covered in poo.
Yeah.
So like, he's already done the thing that's like way worse.
Yeah,
and he's just trying to fuck with people, kind of. Where it's like with Bam, you kind of get the gist sometimes that like, he's like, no, I'm the star. You're the chucklehead who gets slapped in the face, and like, I get to slap you in the face.
Yeah, it's like performative.
Yeah.
I will say this. So I said Bam is like 45 now or something. Knoxville is like 55 or like 54 or whatever.
Yeah.
There is quite a big age gap, like at the time. Like
yes.
Like Bam starting the show is not,
at
as Claire would say, the prefrontal cortex is not fully formed.
At the time of the show, Bam and his crew are in their early 20s, and Knoxville and his crew are in their late 20s.
Yeah.
They're still all young people,
but
for
sure.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
Whereas like Knoxville,
there is a wisdom in Knoxville's antics.
Yeah, he has a little bit of wisdom of like age, but also that he's like an aspiring actor and knows that he's putting on a character, putting on a show, doing these types of things for entertainment value. Whereas like Bam is still in his adolescence and is just like, this is what it is to live. I just fuck around.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe we put it on camera and maybe like that gets us famous, but like, it's if you've seen the most recent Jackass movie, Jackass Forever, Bam's not in it.
Oh,
the like behind the scenes
spoiler.
thing. Yeah, the behind the scenes thing was like Knoxville, Steve-O, all the main guys are still in it, and it was like they invited Bam because he's part of it, but they were like Steve-O was the most fucked up person, but like he's like gotten super clean now and he's like chill. And so the thing now is like they're all older. They've all gotten past their addictions, except for Bam. And they're like telling him like, you can be in the movie, but like you have to be stone cold sober. Like you have to be clean. Like we're all fucking dealing with addictions. So we have like a hard rule about this.
Yeah.
And like if you slip, you were out of the movie. And he did slip. He's out of the movie.
Oh, shoot.
And so, yeah, you kind of wonder about
That's
that
crazy.
guy. Like, is he okay? But it's like, of all the people, at least, it seems like the rest of them are doing great. Whereas, like, Bam is still kind of living in his
Still
Jackass moment.
finding his way.
Mm-hmm.
Hot damn.
Yeah. A little unfortunate, but
Bam.
still, though, it was really great to see him covered in snakes in the movie.
Part of me was like, I wish we could just watch the first of this and watch forever
And
to
just
see
watch
to really
see how they've
a
evolved.
real bookend. But
Yeah.
here we are.
It'll never end though, so
God,
we'll be watching
Sure hope not.
Jackass 50 on Knoxville's 50th birthday or whatever.
Knoxville's,
Oh fuck, is he past 50
he's past
already?
50.
God
He's
damn.
54. Okay, my number one was a celeb cameo, which we had Shaq. Did
Shaq,
not
for
see
sure.
that coming, but that was super fun.
Yeah, not many bigger celebrities than Shaq.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 or more naked people. I lost count after 3. I gave up counting the genitals.
Mm-hmm.
I had Wee Man and Preston bit, and we didn't get it. Super bummed.
Yeah, we had both of them, but not together.
And then I had Johnny Knoxville, like defecation. He had the pee bit, but I don't think it was real pee.
Yeah, don't know.
So I'm going to give myself 2.
'Kay.
Who is next? I never go first.
I'll go, Joe.
It's weird.
We'll go, Joe.
I think, yeah.
Oh, you got fully 2 right there.
I got full 2.
All right. I'll do mine. So my first one was, my name is Johnny Knoxville and welcome to Jackass.
Many people said it.
Many people said it. I don't even think Johnny Knoxville said it.
No, not himself, but plenty of people said, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass," including Shaq, right? Or no?
Probably.
Probably,
I don't know.
but I can't remember at this point. I mean, I will say that I just assumed Johnny was going to say it.
Yeah.
But he
Well,
didn't.
sure. Makes sense.
I'll take meet you halfway and take a spirit point for it.
Yeah,
Sure.
100%.
And then number 2, I said genitals.
Yeah, for sure.
All over the place.
Yes, everyone's genitals.
Number 3, I said celebrity, and we got Shaq.
Shaq.
And then number 4, I said Steve-O and Pontius skit, but they didn't have one together. So
No.
I will take
Not
2
just the 2 of them.
and a spirit.
I have Steve-O does the thing we would least want to do. And for that, I would nominate the cricket helmet. I think that was the worst skit in the episode, and Steve-O did that.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything worse?
I wouldn't want to be dress up like a 90-year-old guy and walk around.
I
sounds kinda
want
fun, actually.
to do that.
I could see you doing that, Joe.
I'm thinking about just like taking tomorrow off and just even no makeup, just going around acting like an old man and seeing if people let me
Just
do
like-
what the fuck I want.
like dipping your hair in some like baby powder and hoping
Yeah.
that like it'll white will stay on there long enough for
and
you to
just
trick people.
Be grumpy to people and just be like,
Yeah.
When I'm thinking about this episode, I 100% am not putting my head in a thing of crickets.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the only one that like. No, I wouldn't do
yeah,
it.
that's
I don't,
really it.
I don't want to do the like naked getting shot at with a paintball,
Oof, that hurts. Yes, yeah.
but
But I think I would.
helmet's definitely the absolute nastiest.
I
like
think I would take that.
I think I'd rather take my chances like, with the paintball.
Yeah.
Though.
at least that's like over and done.
Yep.
You know, the crickets was just this ongoing.
Yeah.
They're trying to stuff the crickets in there for a long time. He's
Mhm.
throwing up and
I
shooting
don't
them.
even. I didn't even really want to be on like set for all
Yeah.
those crickets.
Yeah, that's a lot. You're
Yeah,
definitely
I'll give
getting-
that one to
you're
you,
going
for
the
sure.
Crickets. My second one was a Don Vito appearance, and no, we didn't see him.
We didn't?
No,
No.
Huh.
we got some Phil, but no Don Vito.
Oh, right.
My third one is an appearance by a pro wrestler. Shaquille O'Neal
No.
has wrestled in an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale in 2016. He also wrestled in a mixed tag match where his tag team partner was Jade Cargill against Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet in 2021.
What?
Here's the
In
deal.
2021.
No.
What do you mean no? He put Cody through a table
Would
like he
you?
wrestled a
That's
match.
dope.
I know.
That is
I'm going to
dope.
ask Jimmy a question.
Okay.
Joe.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Jimmy,
Uh-huh.
would you consider Bad Bunny a professional wrestler?
Like
The singer.
The singer.
the singer,
Yeah.
yeah.
I consider him a singer
Okay.
who
Well-
has wrestled.
Okay.
Spirit
Similar,
Point?
Shaq is a professional basketball player who has wrestled. Does that count
Yeah.
as a pro wrestler? Yeah.
Well, you said professional on one of those things, and then you said the other one that they've just done.
Yes.
I'm a podcaster who has gone for a walk.
Were you paid for that walk?
No.
Well, then you're not a professional walker.
God damn it. I guess that's good.
He's got a point.
I can
He's got a
see
point.
it. He's not known for pro wrestling, but he has pro wrestled.
That's kind of wild to me. I did not know that.
I'd give you a half a point because
Yeah.
in no way in the world would anyone say Shaq is a professional wrestler.
Sure.
But he has been paid to wrestle.
He has been paid to wrestle, yeah.
So we'll give you a half a point for that max.
Johnny Knoxville wrestled at WrestleMania.
And he
so
is not a professional
That
wrestler
was
either.
hilarious.
it's pretty good.
And that
match.
was great. He
Right,
wrestled Sami
half
Zayn.
point for Shaq as a
Was he in
wrestler.
a Rumble?
Knoxville? I don't think so.
Huh,
don't
I
think
think
so.
I'm just remembering things. Okay.
My last one is that poo on Knoxville skin, which no, I don't think so.
No,
Not much poo in this one.
not that we
really.
know of.
Not much actual poo, at least.
No, not real poo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So point for Steve-O, half point for Shaq. So 1.5.
Nice.
I just want to say I'm giving you a half point under protest, but I was a gentleman and I seceded to a spirit point, but you know.
I just
whatever.
like when I said Shaquille O'Neal has, and you're just like, no,
No, no,
I know what you're gonna say.
He's not a professional wrestler. And we're gonna if I
That's
can get
great.
if I can get any professional wrestler of note to
Be on this
if
podcast.
I'm like Twitter, I say like, is Shaq a professional wrestler? And they say no, can I take away your half a point?
Okay, try it.
If I can get Seth Rollins,
Man, how much time do we have left in this season? How many wrestlers are you gonna at?
I got 11
To find
episodes. I got 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That many? Oh,
we're doing all right.
all right.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for us and Jackass this week. Listeners, if you want to send us show suggestions, give us comments, or tell us whether or not you think Shaq is a professional wrestler, you can hit us up at F&L Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter, on the Instagram. Let us know. Thank you for listening. And I think that's going to do it for us. So we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
I will say this: Shaq is an entrepreneur. He's a rapper. Have you had his gummy treats? Shaqalicious?
Are they weed? Or are they just like gummy bears?
No, it's literally just like it's gummy candy and it's his face, and it's called Shaqalicious. They're not bad.
I feel like I saw that on GDQ recently. I don't remember if it was like part of a Bellatrix thing, because they did Bellatrix this year.
Nice.
GDQ did Bellatrix?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I
it
gotta
was
watch
like,
that.
Yes.
you know, they got through like 7 decks or something.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hit stop recording now.
Shaqalicious. You can just buy them at Target.